Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at mill deck in Timeless format. It's been a hot minute since I've done a mill video. Last time I checked out the mill deck was at the beginning of the set. I was trying out a lot of new cards, but now we're ditching the Lurrus this time. Because last time I checked out Lurrus, the Lurrus just kind of existed as a companion. The fact that you can't really get back anything from the graveyard leaves a lot to be desired. Because the only crab currently in Timeless format is the Ruin Crab. You don't have the Hedron Crab to get back with the Lurrus. So if you never drew Ruin Crab, you never really got any value out of playing Lurrus other than as a blocker if you run out of cards. So instead, we are ditching Lurrus here, and we are playing 2 copies of Jace and a copy of Tasha, Unholy Archmage. So obviously, Mana Drain is going to be really good in ramping us into either the Jace or the Tasha here. Jace is obviously really good in this deck. That's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to mill our opponent's deck, and then Jace comes in. You get to either refill your hand with a -2, but most of the times with Mana Drain, Jace might just come down as a 2-mana spell and just mill your opponent for 15 every single time. But Tasha, on the other hand, is a Planeswalker that is really good against the Mirror Control, because the Mirror Control happens to only run 1 toughness creatures. So not only is this really good against other aggro decks because of the +1, but against the Mirror Control that only plays 1 toughness creatures, they can't really attack into Tasha, and eventually you're going to be able to ultimate milling opponent's deck and getting back like 3 creatures from their graveyard. Usually it's going to be Orcish Bowmasters, so that's the reason for a copy of Tasha here. And lastly, compared to last time, I did go down on a copy of Surgical Extract. So we're only playing 2 copies main deck because I felt like Life Loss has been a real issue in this deck, and we have the 3rd and 4th copy relegated to the sideboard, and we have 2 copies of Field of Ruin. There's 2 reasons. We have Ruin Crab getting that extra value when you crack the Field of Ruins, but you can also force opponent to search their deck in getting the Archive Trap down if opponent isn't willing to crack their fetch lands, or they don't play any fetch lands at all. But we're only playing 2 copies of Field of Ruins because we are playing a pretty low land count deck instead of 4 copies. And unlike Modern, we also do kind of have to play a copy of Mystic Sanctuary, right? So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alrighty. Surgical without any of the mill cards. I mean, I do have a Ruin Crab, but that's about it. Should I play the Ruin Crab now? Ooh, this actually could be an Omnitoe. Then I should just play the Ruin Crab now. Okay, my opponent just mulliganed 6 times. Okay. I think it's one or the two. It's a deck with Dark Ritual, and they were trying to fish for a Dark Ritual. Or it's an Omnitoe. I'm gonna put in 1 more copy of Surgical. Okay, maybe 2. I'll play all 4 copies of Surgical. And I'm gonna go down on Tasha and have 4 Fatal Push. Alright. Okay, so it was. It was. Ah. Okay, well. So how do we win? They got a Necro down. My opponent has a Necro down. We did have a Spell Pierce though. Feels bad. Is there a way for this deck to actually like make them force draw? I guess I can win with Tasha. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tough, isn't it? Also, they're playing Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, I can bounce the Necropons to win. With the Otawara. As long as they don't have another Dark Ritual, we're good. Alright. They got 5 cards to win the game. Drown in the lock. There's 3 cards in the yard. So I guess we'll just drown in the lock. There's that Dark Ritual. If it's a 4-mana tutor card, we can win. But if it's something else, we can't. Play the Springleaf Drum. I hope it's the 4-mana tutor card. Weather. Okay, we can't counter that. My opponent's trying it again because I think this last card is actually a tutor card. Should I brainstorm? Like, this deck wouldn't play, What would this deck play? Bowmaster? I feel like it wouldn't. I don't think we need Tasha right now. Then we'll Surveil. A pretty difficult game to pilot here. I feel like this could be anybody's game right now. Okay, Ruin Crab. This is actually super good information. This is their... They don't have Dark Rituals anymore. Bubble. Bubble. Ornithopter. Shambling Ghast. Another Shambling Ghast. Ooh, they have Tendrils of Agony in hand. So we take some damage. So they went through this many cards, and the fact that we don't see, like, discard spells. Should I mana drain this? If we draw Jace, I think we actually mana drain, drown the last one. And save the mana drain once we draw maybe Jace. If we draw Surgical, we also do kind of win the game, right? Because we can just get this thing out. Yeah, Surgical is a win. Also, do they play any fetch lands? I don't think they do. I need to save this Altawara. Yeah, I can't play this Altawara right now. If we can mana drain, draw a land next turn, there's a good chance we might be able to win. That is if we don't die here. We have to mana drain this. Guess we lose if they have another one. GG's. Tendrils of Agony. Yep. Okay, so my sideboarding was almost correct. We take out the Fatal Push, and we side in a Test of Talent. We side in Pitting Needle, and that's about it. Yeah, we'll try something like this. Super unfortunate we actually lost that one. Had we just drawn a Surgical, we would have won the game. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think we Surgical the Dark Ritual here, since we have both. Or maybe we Surgical the Beseech. Okay. Pretty annoying. Okay, so... we could... should I Surgical Dark Ritual or Beseech? Maybe Beseech? Since that leads to more... one-shots. They played Das's Oracle. It's also very interesting. Defense Grid. Yeah, that was actually kind of unfortunate that what happened there. Actually, do I need to leave that Beseech there? No, they play Underworld Breach. They also have Dark Ritual in hand. What should I do? Should I just... this one's each opponent. That means they can actually hardcast Das's Oracle. So what should I do? This card's dead. Nice, we drew a land. That's actually huge. I think I'm gonna wait here because they only have 2 copies Fence Grid. Yeah, I think that's something that we actually have to mana drain. Okay. Tough game. If I Surgical Extract, Treasure Cruise is gonna cost 3 mana. So we let them draw. And then after they discard, I might Surgical on my turn and then get rid of a Dark Ritual. This is a very interesting game. Because it's not a normal game, right? It's not a normal Magic the Gathering game. It's just a complete degeneracy from both sides. They got rid of Breach. We found a land. Unfortunately, we can't actually Archive Trap. I could actually Field of Ruin their mana Confluence. Yeah, as well. I think we just Treasure Cruise. Get rid of a Dark Ritual here. My opponent can't draw right now anyways. They have 2 Dark Rituals in hand plus Das's Oracle. Next turn, they're gonna be casting Tendrils of Agony, for sure. What happened? What? Huh? My Treasure Cruise? What? What's going on? What in the world is going on here? My treasure cruise is on stack. I can't play the game, so I'm just gonna close it. I actually might have actually lost me the game though. Because I was supposed to cast Treasure Cruise and I should have 3 more cards here. Wow, that sucked. Boom. 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 So they can draw 6. I'm kind of actually surprised that they sacrificed a Shambling Ghast. They could have been attacking, right? Let's get rid of a Phyrexian Tower. Okay, we got a swamp. Now we gotta take a little detour with the Treasure Cruise. This actually should have happened last turn. Can I get a land, please? I did get a land. Okay. And I also got a Otawara. Okay, new plan. New plan. I need a craft for blocker. I also need to surgical their tendrils. Okay, tendrils gone. Unless they're trying to, I guess they could just avoid the surgical here. That's actually a good plan. If they whiff, I guess we could just win here. So we'll see, we'll see. So they actually got it in the exile. Wow. Lucky. I don't think we can win then. Because they actually only have 2 copies of tendrils, and darn, they actually got away with it. Lucky for them. Very lucky for them. Yeah, I think we lost here. So this was a pretty interesting game, despite losing. I do think if the Treasure Cruise didn't bug out, maybe we could have won there. I mean, I could just counter both of the triggers, but you know. Bubble. Darn. Can you believe that? That surgical was either gonna win us the game or lose us the game. So we'll counter 1 trigger. And we'll counter the Veil of Summer. Tough game. We also need to find a counter spell for their Oracle. This is such a weird game. Good chance we win next turn, but we'll see. My plan is to Otawara the Necropones, and then I Tasha. That's the plan. Unless my opponent just, you know, kind of wins here. They could win here. 10 cards remaining. I wish I had more mana. Jace. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creatures you control. So only legendary creatures. I think we pass here. Oh man, I think we lost. If they... I mean, they only have 3 life. Demonic Tutor. What an insane game. Shambling Ghast. Yeah, I think they won, right? I think they're just going to play the Thassa's Oracle and win the game here. Darn, we're 1 turn off. We are actually 1 turn off. Can you believe that? And if we had a counter spell here, we could have also won as well. What a game. What a freaking game. Wait, they're passing. Hold? Tasha says each opponent. No way. No way. No freaking way we won this one. I can't believe it. Wow. What a game. What a game that was. Oh my god. I thought for sure we lost 100%. So my opponent actually did have the win. The reason why opponent didn't go for the win is because they don't know my entire hand. And this was their only out, right? This was their only out. Because they thought they couldn't lose with Necropones by milling, they took the liberty to pass the turn, which gave me a turn with the Otawara, and bounced the Necropones, and we had Tasha. Oh my god, that was such an insane game. I cannot believe we won. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have Archive Trap plus Surgical in hand. At the very moment. In response. Yes, please. What? It's another one of these decks again? No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. They have double Sword and double Preacher. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god, this is a disaster. Now they're gonna reanimate? This is actually stupid. What happened? Well, I didn't know they had reanimate, so... I can't believe it. This is actually not fair. I can't brainstorm, because if I don't hold up Drown in the Lock, I just lose the game, right? Also, let me see. They play Orcish Bowmaster as well. Field of Bruin. It's a lot of Field of Bruin. I don't think I want that right now. Although it is giving me Fatal Push, but I need to hold up Mana Drain, right? So I'll Mana Drain, Field of Ruin, Fatal Push next turn. Are you kidding me? What a good draw there. What an insane draw. Pretty insane. I think I need to stop the bleeding at the moment. But it doesn't look like they play Necro because they play Reanimate, right? 30 cards remaining. They're going to be attacking for 4 here. Probably dead. I like their deck, though. I like the fact that they're playing City Stalker Connoisseur. Looks like we need to restart after this. Long Goodbye, Chaldr's Edict, Togai Lanterns, Surgicals as well. Cut Down does answer this and this, which might be actually really good. Asha's not good in this matchup. I mean, it's not technically. If there's like one card in the yard and we mana drain into Tasha, like that could be good. Hitting Needles for Sorin. So they play Deathrise Shaman, so they're gonna have enough fetch lands. I think we just go like -2 Tasha. Let's take out the Tashas because they have a lot of like big reanimate targets, right? I'll cut a Jace. Is it just... Am I just playing Control? Maybe I'm just playing Control. Archive Trap with the Surgical is just too important though. Maybe I'm just playing Control. Okay. Not a bad hand. A land. I think I need to take that land. Okay, there's a Thoughtseize. They need to take the Surgical, right? Really? Okay. Probably the last thing I thought was gonna happen. Yeah, opponent passes. We played our only Surveil land. Okay. Probably a Bowmaster coming down. Potentially. There it is. Bit of a rough start. There's that polluted Delta. Nothing. Okay. I also have nothing. So, let's pass. I think I'm going to Archive Trap now because they don't have a green source for Veil of Summer. Just got rid of a Sorin and City Stalker. I'm not gonna Surgical because opponent plays Reanimate. There's that dark ritual. Into a Takenuma. So I can't respond to this Takenuma, right? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Because it straight up says return it instead of target it. Interesting. So they took the liberty to get back a Vein Ripper instead of a Sorin. So you're saying I should do this instead to get rid of the Sorins. Because that makes the most sense to me. Unless they have their own surgical? Oh, snap! They play their own surgical. Wait. Opponent, you could have exiled it. Oh my god, they also have a reanimate? This is not good. Couldn't they have a exile their own Sorin? This is not good. This might be game over. They have such an insane hand, it's actually kind of crazy. Okay, they could draw an Orcish Bowmaster, so I'm just going to do this now. Non-creature. So they have to sacrifice that, and we have to take... God, they just drew an Orcish Bowmaster. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. I think I need to kill that Bowmaster so I can lure in Revealed. But I'm gonna be taking so much damage. I should do this now in case they draw like the Veil of Summer. I forgot to look at their deck when I surgicaled. Okay, we get a free turn. I'm gonna save this Field of Ruin for Archetype Trap that I draw. Oh, nice. Super nice. Ooh! Hold up. Asha here is actually insane.
Oh, I need your name and birthday, so I know what to put on your gravestone.
So they give me Orcish Bowmaster, which isn't something that I want. Oh, I could surgical the Bowmaster. They'll have to give me either the City Stalker or the Vein Ripper. Oh my god. Right? Or should I just take the Vein Ripper? Oh man. Should I just take the Vein Ripper? I feel like I should just take the Vein Ripper right now.
Thanks for the helping hand.
Tasha was a sick draw. Wait, they gave me a troll? No! You're... Oh my god, I misclicked! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. You're kidding me right now. I can't believe we lost like that. What a disaster. That was stupid. That would never happen in a million years in a paper. Oh, man. Okay, my opponent, you got lucky there. You got lucky there. My mouse double-clicked. I can't believe it. Okay. We don't have... Oh my god. I want to do it. I just want to play the Ruin Crab right now. I just want to do it. I just want to do it. Because I want to have Mana Drain up next turn. Okay. Ragab? You're playing Stifle? No way. Oh my god, they have a Stifle in hand. My opponent has a Stifle in hand right now. Right now? I could get rid of it. Yeah, I could get rid of it. If I wanted to. Wait. That's not allowed. You can't play Zoo with Stifle. What are you doing? Oh my god. Opponent. There's no way you play more than one copy of Stifle, though. Like, ain't no way. My god. What's my opponent doing? Aren't you playing Zoo? Crack your fetches! Oh my god. Oh my god, they actually have it. What is this? Do I actually have... Okay. Opponent. You got me. You got me. Oh my god. Look at this memer. Look at you. What are you doing? This guy. This guy. Are you kidding me? I won't lie, all of these 3 games are just so interesting. Maybe it's because of the type of deck that I'm playing, but wow, like this is crazy. Okay, Spell Snare, insane in this deck, in this matchup. And they play Oko main deck as well. The problem with Pitting Needle is that they play Binding. Yeah, I think I'm gonna side out some Tashas, as usual. Be a copy of a Glimpse. I mean, Archive Trap is gonna get so much value. Very similar looking hand. Okay, we're gonna start with Ruin Crab again. Avu. So here's the thing. They played... I saw Oko last game. I think I need to pass. Do I need to crack this now? Do I need to crack this right now? And take additional damage? I mean, I am going to do it anyways, I feel like. So maybe I should just do it now. Do I need additional black source? I don't think so. Let's save some life. These are horrible mills, by the way. I just milled like imagine if I didn't mill them, they would have only drawn lands for the rest of the game. Right? And the fact that they had 2 more additional lands in hand is kind of crazy. Like, what do they have? They have a Spell Pierce. They have an Orcish Bowmaster and a counter spell. Or they just have a Leyline Binding. I think I have to do it because I have a tap land. So it was a Binding plus maybe a Bowmaster. Pretty good. Another Surgical Extract. Not really gonna do it. Yeah, maybe I was a little bit afraid of an Oko too much. But the thing is, if Oko did come down, I would have just lost immediately, right? Yeah, I think we're just dead to burn spells. We'll see. Wall Nikado. Okay, this is too many creatures. Let's go to next game. So, my misplay came from not using the Sheoldred's Edict and playing too scared of an Oko. Okay, got it. These are way too many removal spells. I think I might actually take this because I don't currently have a way to proc the Drown in the Lock at the moment. Those are really good mills. Also, my opponent decided not to crack the Misty Rainforest. As a zoo deck, like, that's pretty detrimental, I want to say. Don't they want to grab the Triumphs as fast as possible? Because now they have to grab 2 Shocklands, which is kind of bad. Yeah. Okay, land was actually really good. Because currently, I think... Well, I guess I would need another black source, but... Land is good. Land is good. I could just kill it with Fatal Push. Since we have a lot of drown, so let's just do this. Field of Ruin could also go pretty hard in this scenario. Okay. We have infinite counters and Treasure Cruise. Okay. My opponent actually needs to play something for me to play these cards. Where's my mana drain? Yeah, where's my mana drain? Wow, my opponent's actually down to 9 already. Oh, that's pretty good. It was gonna happen no matter what, right? We're just fueling for the treasure cruise. Fueling. Okay, that's stuck. Which is good. Jace. Jace. We need another land. Yeah, we need another land. Unfortunately. Or have more cars in the yard for the treasure cruise. Nice. Okay. Do we treasure cruise now? Okay, acceptable. I could just glimpse here. Since my opponent's not doing anything. Those are great mills. Great mills. I think my opponent has a bunch of leyline bindings. Or stifles. Okay. Well, I know my opponent's hand now. It's probably a bunch of removal spells and stifles. Oko. Okay, Oko's definitely a good card, I must say. Probably draw into field. What is a card that I'm like super scared of? Vooz. Okay, Spell Pierce, absolutely terrible at the moment.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around you. I think a little merriment is in order. I grace you with my lack of presence.
Okay. So, Ruin Crab. Field of Ruin. Okay, 3 Kavu's gone. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not scared of a Kavu anymore. Could have a Veil of Summer. Let's just pass. See what they do. Binding. Let's get rid of you. Oh my god, opponent. Just search the deck. Okay, my opponent is actually a memer. Walnut Coddle. So the last card seems like it's a leyline binding, right? So I think I'm just going to surgical here. Because I think this last card is a binding. Okay, it's a stifle. But I'm just trying to protect the Jace as much as possible.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
Let's make them use their stifle. Wait, they just let me draw 3 cards. Okay, that also works. I'm not gonna brainstorm because I feel like the only way my opponent can win here is a Bowmaster. So I passed, and then I brainstorm. Now we have mana for Fatal Push.
This won't affect our greater plans.
Another Jace. Opponent, like, why do you still have... I'm so annoyed. Why does my opponent... Okay, hold up. Can I win here? Boom. My opponent does not know we have Field of Ruin. You let me draw 3 cards again? What is this? Huh? Why are you letting me draw 3 cards? Why? How do you know that we have a bunch of archive traps stuck in my hand?
I'll take note of all your failures.
Okay, so my opponent actually does not have any ways of killing my Jace because I surgical
Organic
extracted the
minds
leyline
are
bindings,
easily
right?
quelled.
What if I do this? Are you gonna crack now? What if I do this? I mean, you have to do it now, right? Yeah. Nice.
Every tale about me
Okay, we won.
is absolute
This is why,
and absolutely true.
we are playing Field of Ruin in this
You
deck.
see the humor.
Predictable and uninteresting.
Boom. Decline. What, they play Uro as well? My god. That is a wild, wild zoo deck. Okay, so the games that I played today were so extremely interesting that it was actually kind of nuts. I haven't quite experienced games like that before. And I think that's because we are playing Mill. Like, the first game was so interesting. Second game was also interesting, except we had a slight accident causing me to, you know, double click, and we missed the trigger on the surgical, and we lost the game. We also saw a game with the Tasha, where it would have actually been really good. We were actually about to win. It was actually the same game where the double click happened on the surgical. So, like, if the surgical went off with the Tasha on the battlefield, we would have actually won the game, right? So Tasha's pretty nice with the mana drain, so we're playing this card. And against the control deck, if the Tasha lands, it's an immediate win because the Dimir control deck's only win condition is by attacking with their creatures, right? And the only creature they play all have 1 toughness, which are Orcish Bowmasters, and sometimes they play Snapcaster Mage. You just keep plussing, and eventually you just ultimate. If they do run out of creature cards, they don't play that many creature cards, the ultimate could technically just win you the game, or you just keep getting back a creature with the -2, but I think the ultimate is usually what you're going to be doing. But besides that, yeah, really interesting games today. I think the 1 copy of Mystic Sanctuary is what you want to do. I don't think you can play more than 1 copy of Mystic Sanctuary because, again, yes, we are playing 19 lands with the copy of Lauren Revealed, right? That's pretty low land count. So, and we also have to play Field of Ruin in this deck because we have to force opponent to search their deck if they're not willing to crack their fetch lands or they don't play any fetch lands at all. So Jace was sick, Tasha was sick. We didn't actually get to see much of mana drain at all, actually. So a lot of bugs today, right? A lot of accidents happening. We had a treasure cruise. So we had to restart the client because of the treasure cruise. We also accidentally double-clicked with the surgical extract. I feel like this actually happens a lot when you cast surgical. A lot of the times, either it's your opponent or you doing it, you make the mistake of double-clicking and then you just end the search immediately. So maybe this is like a UI problem. The end search button shouldn't be right on top of resolve and it should be right below it. I'm also noticing my opponents also making the same mistake when they play surgical. They play surgical, and because they accidentally double click or they're spamming resolve, they accidentally end the search immediately, resulting in you not actually getting anything out of the surgical extract. So I would say this deck's really bad matchup would be like Rakdos Burn. So probably not gonna work as well in best of 1. That's why you also see a lot of removal spells in the sideboard, right? Sheoldred's Edict for reanimate matchups, right? And Long Goodbye, as you've seen, it gets through counter spells and it gets rid of Oko, so it's pretty good. And 2 copies of Cut Down for Rakdos Burn matchups. And you also have 2 copies of Surgical Extract to bring in against combo decks, and Pithing Needles for Necropones, Planeswalkers, things like that. And 2 copies of Spell Snare. Not only is this really good against any Lurrus decks, but it's also very good against Zoo decks, right? Because they play a lot of 2-mana cards, 2-mana creature cards. That is the sideboard. Usually, like, you just want to take out Tasha's Hideous Laughter, or even Glimpse the Unthinkable, if you really need to play a control game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.